The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live.
Greetings, my fellow warriors, for Meckanimal, and today it's going to be a little different. I don't usually tackle controversial topics, but it is one that needs my attention. And for those who don't know, Athlean-X, which is the channel of Jeff, and Jeff is known for being the most popular fitness channel in the YouTube community, and he's been accused in the past of being fake natty, fake natural, using PEDs and acting as if he was not on PEDs. And PEDs mostly maybe the wrong term, because Jeff channel is mostly not about performance. So he's been precisely accused of being too lean all year round, and of not being natural for that matter. And that's beside the point. The main reason why we gathering together to discuss the topic is because he's being accused of using fake weights, and by now it is understood and it is confirmed. I mean, not confirmed, but it is kind of obvious that he's been using fake weights, which is pretty misleading, you know. And the chronology is as such. I've first heard about it on Vegan Gains, that made a video about how he used fake weight, and that it was misleading, disingenuous to what you call make people believe that he is stronger than he actually is, especially for somebody who's using what you call who's selling programs and very influential as Mr. Jeff. And then you have Greg Doucette from the Greg Doucette channel that made a reply video, claiming that he wasn't making it for views, but he felt like he would address it because he doesn't care, which doesn't make any sense anyway. Everybody cares, even I, who's making this video. Clearly there is a matter of viewership that is involved in the decision making, and mostly it's because I feel like Jeff is definitely not like a small channel, and everybody knows what's going on. And in addition to the viewership that I can get from it, well, people who who respect my insights, people, my fellow warriors who's been following me for quite some time, may want to know how I see things from my perspective. And then getting back to the chronology, and after Greg Doucette's video, obviously accepting that he may use fake weight, but it shouldn't matter, and this and that. You got Vegan Gain who clapped back to call out Greg about the fact that he claimed he didn't want to get any view, and actually that was the whole idea of making the video, and that Greg wanted to kiss Jeff ass for future maybe benefit, for future collaboration, given that they're all like one of the leading channels in the fitness community. And moreover, Vegan Gains went out to demonstrate that it was actually really misleading, because the first time he made a video, he didn't go in detail in how misleading Jeff act was in using the plate, and because of that, when Greg answered in the first answer, he said that as long as Jeff was not claiming to be the strongest person, and he was not bragging about how much he was lifting, that it shouldn't really matter as long as the weight is being used as props to demonstrate exercises. It shouldn't really matter. And that was the point of view of Mr. Greg. And then Vegan Gains, in the reply to the reply of Jeff, demonstrate that in certain portion of the video, especially on the deadlift part, Jeff was clearly claiming that he was lifting 500 pounds. And yeah, so it is, from that point on, it was clearly there was no doubt that actually Jeff was trying to make people understand that he was strong enough to lift this amount of weight. And that's not cool at all, because as much as Jeff is a physical therapist and he's given plenty of great advice in injury prevention and proper form and stuff like that, it's been very useful in the process of educating a number of people out there on the internet. But beside that, he's a strength coach as well, and he's been giving some strength advice. From that standpoint, if you claim that you can lift a certain amount of weight, you make people believe that you are strong enough to lift that amount of weight. It will make people buy your stuff, your program. It will give you that much more credibility, especially that you're a lighter person and claiming to lift that much weight. And the video, with the ease that the movement was going, it's clear that, okay, from a newbie who has no idea how things are done, and that who could not read between the line, be so impressed that Jeff will become pretty much the guide, the one to follow, and so on. So that's where it came down to. Vegan Gains gave the reply, and now guess what happened? You have Greg Doucette that replied again, and in the reply earlier this morning, he admitted he was wrong. He has some further he investigated further based on some other information that some of his followers have sent to him, and that he changed his mind, and that we were all right, that Jeff was very misleading in the process. And then he went beyond that. On top of the fake weight thing, he went beyond that to claim that he will bet his life that, I don't know if it's his life, but he will bet everything that Jeff was not natural. Because if somebody was willing to go to that extent, if somebody was willing to lie about how much he was lifting, there's no way that it wouldn't be that easy to lie about being natural, and it will make sense. Now, to bet everything, is it wise? That I don't know, because there's always that chance that he could still be a natural, which I don't really care. But the whole thing should not take away from the fact that Jeff is very well respected physical therapist, has paid his dues, and has built a brand that everybody know, and that a lot of people relate to. But here comes my opinion. My opinion is that Jeff might be natural. That happened to have lied a few times using fake weights. But here's the interesting part. Jeff replied to Greg that he will pay a flight to him to come with his crew, documented crew, to have him take any type of test that he will want, like drug test, obviously. And if he fails, if Jeff fails the test of being natural, he will pay Greg 1 million of whatever it is of this so-called 10 million that Jeff is making, and he will shut down his channel. But because everybody has to have a skin in the game, if he wins, if he doesn't fail the drug test, that means Greg will have to shut down his channel and some other requests or whatever it is that that Jeff enumerate. So this is the situation at hand right now. You have Greg, whom I think to whom I think the vegan gain attack of kissing Jeff butt was successful, that he went even beyond what you call him, a simple reply of just admitting that, okay, yeah, you're right, Jeff using fake weight. Beyond that, he went to spice it up and say, I believe this guy is not natural, because there's been a claim going around for years that Jeff is not natural, which, I mean, it's possible that he's natural. He's a small guy. I mean, he's super lean all the time, which I believe if you are strict about your diet and you live just for that purpose, you could maintain that all year round. I mean, if you train your brain, I guess. And some people genetically might be just predisposed to that ability. But again, that's something that we don't know, you know. And I guess there's what you call the reasoning that Greg is having make a lot of sense if you're willing to lie about such thing, which makes you look better, to make you have more credibility, to for people to buy your stuff. Why not lie about being natural and have a low dose of supplement and stuff like that? And I mean, so that's how what you call things went. And the interesting part is why now, because I mean, Jeff has done a really good job at ignoring people, and it came just to that one video to have him go out of his way to try to prove the contrary. That's what's a little suspicious. Might be suspicious, might not be, because we all know how those tests go. You can be off and on, and depending on the period that you've been off, you can pass any type of drug test if you're really good at it. But I'm not saying that that's what's happening. Why just right now? Why did it tickle his ego to that much that he decided just to burst out of nowhere to trying to disprove Greg Doucette? It may also be because he was so sure that he is natural that he's trying to use this to the natural attack to overshadow the fake weight issue, because by now it is clear that he has used fake weight and he has not addressed that issue. It may just be that he's so sure that he is natural. It could be that, and show to the world that he is natural, that he's trying to use that part to overshadow the stain of using fake weight. And I mean, all of us make mistakes. I wouldn't mind him just coming out and be like, hey guys, this is what has happened. I mean, and just ignore it and move on, because he has so many followers that even the people who get aware of it and really go by principle to the point that they will leave the channel or leave his following, it still will not affect that much that much of a following. He already has a good steady base. So it's just, I mean, it's just a little uncertain what are the the reason why Jeff decided to all of a sudden trying to prove that he is natural, when the main topic is actually fake weight. Are you using fake weight or not? It's 99.999% chance that you have used fake weight and have lied about it. I know that is any of my concern. I mean, I don't care. But when I've seen those videos in the past, I was a little skeptical. maybe not, you know. But I'm really even not paying attention to the part where he ever said 500 pound that he's lifting, because I mean, maybe a few years ago I used to watch some of the stuff here, some of his video here and there, but I mean, lately only when there's a controversy that I do watch the videos. So that's the reality at this moment. So based on all this, based on my analysis, I think Jeff might be natural, and he's trying to use this opportunity of attack to kill two birds with one stone. The first bird will be overshadowing the fake weight topic, and at the same time proving the world that he's been natural all this year long. That's what I believe is going on. So I mean, yeah, because for him to try to go out of his way and have all this testing thing going, I mean, he has a lot of confidence that he will pass it, and he has a confidence that Jeff would accept it, even though Jeff has claimed that he's a super busy guy and you will have to pay him to leave all his client or his work 100 hours weekly and stuff like that. So I don't know. Does Jeff follow Greg to know that Jeff is so busy? I mean, Greg is so busy that he will not pay attention. I mean, he will not pay any attention to the offer and just throw out a bluff. Who knows? But anyway, all that drama, man. I just want some views. I just want some attention, you know. And check out my channel if you're new. If you're not new, you already know how we go out here, spread the word, and it's always about positivity. At least we're trying. The world is so negative, especially in this crazy time we're going, and that's that. Everything is, and we always be, the Meckanimal way. Salute.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live.